Hey there, everybody. It's Dana Shea Williams with KeepAllYourCash.com, and I'm fresh off of a midday motivational call that we have every Monday through Friday for our team at Empower Network. And, every time I get off these calls, I'm just inspired to go create something, to either create content, to go create something, that because it's just the level of knowledge and inspiration and revelation that we get. It's unlike anything else. I have done many videos about the benefits of Empower Network, and this is not really one of those videos, but I would just be remiss without saying what an incredible team environment we have and the knowledge that it's constantly being poured out to us every single day. And so today, one of our mentors, actually one of my mentors, Nicole Cooper, who, if you don't know Nicole, she is just absolutely a phenomenal woman, such an amazing leader, so real, she just keeps it real, and the thing that she was talking about today really inspired this video. And she asked a question that, I've thought about this question a lot over the years, and really, since I've been in Empower, I've really had to kind of face it head on. And that is, what is your relationship with money? A lot of us have, we grew up in homes where we heard things about money. Maybe we experienced things, we saw things dealing with money, and that really began to shape how we felt about money. And, for example, I grew up in a home where my mom was a single parent for the majority of our lives. And, my mom was a school teacher and she did her best to provide, but she was trying to raise these two girls, my sister and I. We have another sister, but she was much older, so she was already out of the house. But, she sent us to Christian school. I was a cheerleader, so I went like on all these, we went all over the country for all these competitions and things. And somehow, some way, my mom came up with the money for us to be able to really have a lot of the nice things. I mean, we went to Disney World. We had a good childhood, for the most part. I mean, we definitely had a lot of other struggles that I've, maybe talked about in some videos, and I won't get into all of those here. But as far as financially, we weren't wearing like, hand-me-downs and stuff from the thrift store. We would get hand-me-downs, but they were like from people in the church and like nobody knew. And so, my mom just wasn't very materialistic. And so even to this day, I'm not very materialistic. I mean, you could look around my office here. There's, I keep saying I need to decorate, I need to put stuff on the walls, I need to do this, I need to do that. But, I have other things that I focus on. I'm not very materialistic. I'm not really into name brands and this and that. I'm just kind of I live kind of a simplistic lifestyle. Even though we do now, as I'm an adult, we do have a lot of nice things, but that's not really where my focus is. And so as I really began to think about what is my relationship with money, I really began to kind of take a journey back to my childhood. And growing up, bless my mom's heart, but all we heard was, I don't have money. We don't have money. We can't do this. We can't afford this. We can't afford this. Now, I want you guys to imagine every day for, 16 years or so, from the time that I kind of remember, maybe being 2 or 3, probably. That's probably the first time that my mom probably had to tell me, hey, we don't have money for this. So imagine hearing every day for 16 years, we don't have money. We don't have money. We do not have the money. Every day I'm hearing this. This is being recorded in my mind on auto loop every single day. We don't have money. So what happens is I grow up and I made a declaration. You know how you grow up and you say, I'm not going to be such and such. When I grow up, I'm not going to do such and such. Well, I grew up saying, when I grow up, I am not going to be broke. I don't care what I have to do, in the realm of, legal options here. I'm not going to do something illegal, but I'm not going to be broke. That's what I told myself. And thank God we're not broke. But you know what, something else? I didn't realize this until recently. I had a very fearful approach to money because money was scarce growing up. We didn't have a lot of it. And when we would get some, it was like a big deal, and we had like, money, and it was like hot potato, like, can't touch it, can't hold it for too long because it's going to be gone, right? And so when I grew up, I had this belief that, money was something almost to be feared. It was something that we didn't deserve. Because remember, I had been told we don't have money. And that really began to shape a lot of decisions that I made as an adult. When I would get money, I would hold on to it. My mom will tell you, even as a child, whenever I would get money from birthdays, Christmas, I saved every single penny. So much so that when I got married, I paid for my entire wedding with cash because I had that much money saved up. And it wasn't because I was such a great, investment guru at 18 years old when I got married. It was because I was afraid to spend it. because money didn't come around that often. And so if I spent it, I would never have any more of it. And that is not a healthy belief about money. That is not a good place to be. And so what I had to realize is that money is simply just a tool. Money is neither good nor is it bad. Money is nothing to be celebrated, and it's nothing to be feared. Money is just simply a tool that will allow you to do the things in life that you want to do. And so, really just to be really transparent, guys, I'm still coming out of some of those negative limiting beliefs about money. When I get money, even now to this very day, when I get money, a large amount of money, my tendency is to just stash it all away, to go put it in a CD. I'll tell my husband, let's go put it in some account that we can't access, because I don't want it to be gone. And what happens with that is I begin limiting myself from growing. Because you guys know, in order to really build a business, it takes money to make money. You can't expect to be a millionaire and never spend any money. And so what's happened in my life is that I have held myself back because I have been afraid to spend. I've had that same negative belief from my childhood that if we spend it, we're not going to get it back. And you guys might not know this about me, or maybe you do, hopefully you do, but I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. I believe in God. I believe that God owns the entire universe, and He is my source. He is my provider, right? I believe that in here. But what happens is, on the day-to-day, that belief is challenged. And when I do end up spending money, that thought comes, oh gosh, what if I don't get this back? Oh my goodness, what if I lose out? And so I just want to go on record today, April 2nd, 2013, and letting you all know that as soon as I shut this video off, I'm going to go and spend some time in God's presence and get my brain washed. Because what needs to happen is those thoughts, those same beliefs that I had about money, those thoughts need to go, because they're stifling me. Yes, I've had success in this industry, and yes, I've grown a lot. But when I look at where I could be, I realize the reason that I'm not there is because my relationship with money needs to change. There are things that I know that God has called me to do apart from business, just in the lives of other people that He's called me to reach, that I've held my own self back in so many ways, because my relationship with money has been flawed. So I want to encourage you, maybe ask you a question, challenge you, inspire you, whatever, to ask yourself, what is your relationship with money? What are you telling yourself about money? When you get money, what do you do with it? Do you hide it? Like in the parable in the book of Matthew, where the man had, he had 3 servants, and he gave one 10 talents. That's a bundle of money. He gave another 5 talents of gold or silver, I believe it was. And then he gave the third servant 1 talent. Well, the one he gave 10 went out and invested and made 10 more. The one he gave 5 talents, he invested 5 more, and, he got 5 more. And then the one who the master gave the 1 talent, he said something. He said, listen, I understand when the master came back and asked him, where's your investment? What did you do? And the servant said, oh, I hid that in the ground because I know that you're a hardworking man. And I know that if I would have, taken a risk, basically, I would have lost that. And the master called that servant wicked. He said, you are wicked because you did not use well what was stewarded, what was given to you. And guys, when I think about that, I don't want God to say that about me. That I was wicked because I was afraid that I was going to lose out. See, we've all been gifted with something. Maybe you don't have a lot of money. But I'm going to tell you something, that if you don't have a lot of money and you live in America, it's not the government's fault why you don't have money. It's not because you don't have a college degree that you don't have a lot of money, because there are people in my industry who are making upwards of 6 figures every single month and more who don't have a college degree. See, the real reason that we don't have money is because we're not attracting money to us. And there's so many reasons why, and that's probably, another whole nother video entirely. And maybe I'll talk about that later. But for today, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video with this. Ask yourself, what is your relationship with money? This isn't a sales video. There's no links. I'm not going to tell you to go click on a link or anything like that. I just simply want to ask that question. What is your relationship with money? And if it is not a healthy relationship, if you do not have a healthy idea of what money is and what money isn't, why not? And what are you willing to do to change that? That's it. What are you willing to do? Because you can't stay in that place. Now that revelation has come to you, you have one of two choices. You can stay the same or you can change. That's it. And I know for doggone sure, I'm not going to stay the same. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Feel free to leave your comments below. Maybe talk to me a little bit about what your relationship with money is. I know this is a very personal question, but I really want to encourage you to think about that. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.